going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 22 Ultimate Team video. It's Most Feared Day. The Most Feared promo is officially live. This is part one of a three-part promo. We got a bunch of content to go over, including how to get a bunch of free cards, a bunch of free 90 overall Most Feared cards. We're going to take a look at all of the solos, all of the sets, the packs, you name it. We got you covered in this video. If you find it helpful, go ahead and click that thumbs up. It really supports the channel, supports the videos, helps them get noticed. So again, if you guys find this video helpful, useful, you enjoy it, please click that thumbs up for me. And also, if you're new here, if you've been searching around YouTube, looking for Madden Ultimate Team content, looking for content on the Most Feared promo, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. Turn that notification bell on so you guys don't miss out on any other great videos. Let's go ahead and take a look right at the content, and we're going to start with the free stuff, the solo challenges here. And the very first thing you want to do, especially all my solo grinders here, is head on over to the solos, and we got the Most Feared solos. Now, very important things to note here. So there's 3 tiers of solos that you can play through. They are all unlocked right away, okay? And if you go to the milestone rewards, there's one for tier 15. We got 15 stars is tier 1. Tier 2, you're going to get an 81 plus Most Feared player, so you do have the chance to get, you know, like a 90 overall. There are 2 limiteds out right now. We'll take a look at those towards the end of the video. Those could potentially be in this pack as well. Tier 3 is going to give you some coins. Tier 4, 60 stars, this is the important tier, okay? Because this is going to give you a 90 overall NCAT fantasy pack for any one of the release number 1. And right now I'm going to specify that because it is a little up in the air, okay? But right now we have a release number 1, so this fantasy pack will contain any one of those 90 overalls. Now, yesterday afternoon, we did drop a video going over everything that will be in this pack and your best options or the best cards to pick. So if you guys unlock this pack today and you don't know who to go with, be sure to go check out that video. It's going to be linked down below in the comment section as a pinned comment. There's 3 or 4 pretty good cards. There's one that's the best out there, but go check out that video for more information. Now, a lot of times, once you unlock that, you're not going to try to go get these additional rewards. You know, you got more coins and then more 81 plus packs at tiers 5 and 6. But you do want to make sure that you play through all of these solos, because what you need to do, again, 3 tiers, Scary Speed, Monstrous Might, and Towering Terror. Each section contains so many solos, right? 30 stars in each one, it looks like. You don't have to max out all of the stars. The goal here is to get to 60, right? To get that free pack. But you also have to complete all of these solos. Now, once you get to 60 stars, you can play the rest of the solos on 1 star. I wouldn't recommend it. Just play it on the max stars anyway, because you're going to want to be earning stars towards some other objectives I'm going to show you in a minute for more free content. But the point that I'm getting here is you have to beat all 3 tiers of these solos. This is going to unlock the Ultiverse of Madness, I think is what it's called. So right now you can't see it, and I can't see it because I haven't unlocked it yet. And we may drop like a YouTube Shorts video on this once I get it unlocked to show you exactly what it looks like. But the reason you want to do that is because that opens up a whole new like realm of solos, and those solos max out at the stars are in like the 400s if I remember correctly. We talked about it and showed it in yesterday's video, so go back and watch those if you missed out. But once I unlock them, I will put out a short quick video on them so you can see it. Those solos are important because when you earn stars, you're going to be able to earn another 90 overall card from release number 1, which is out right now. Then release number 2, which is probably going to come out like middle of next week. Once that comes out, you can earn additional stars. More solos will be unlocked, and it's going to allow you to earn a second free 90 overall. That will be specific for release 2. And then later on, when we get the 3rd release, which I think is probably going to be a week from today, next Friday, there's going to be more solos and more stars to be earned, and you're going to get a 3rd 90 overall from release 3. So that's just in that Ultiverse of Madness. You get 3 free 90 overalls there. You get 1 just from this regular section, the 60 stars, the Most Feared. So there's a total right now of 4 90 overalls. They are all NCAT, which, you know, it is what it is. I think it's a great opportunity to build your team and put some good players on your team. So I'm not going to complain about free cards. I think the one question is, if you hang on to this pack that you can earn at 60 stars and open it hypothetically after the 2nd release of this promo comes out, will it contain the 2nd release of the cards? or is it only going to be just the release one? Because the description, if we go back into it, the milestone description, it doesn't specifically say release one, whereas when that Multiverse of Madness, again, what I think I might be pronouncing it wrong, I can't remember. I got that in Spider-Man and Doctor Strange all mixed up. My point here is those rewards specify release 1, release 2, release 3. This one does not. So I don't know. If you guys hang on to the pack, I'm probably going to hang on to it on my main team. On no money spent, I'm going to open it right away because I need the players. But I think I'm going to hang on to the pack and wait and see if it contains those cards that come out later on. I'm going to guess probably Wednesday is going to be release number 2, and then maybe Friday next week, next Friday, will be release number 3. And that's not it as far as free content goes. So if we move on over to our missions, these are going to kind of point you towards all of the stuff I just talked about. It points you towards the solos we just talked about, the most feared champions. This is like the first tier of cards that we're getting. And then there's also these strategy items that you can earn that I kind of skipped over. Once you get these strategy items, they're going to kind of morph your cards or morph your players. It's going to make them a lot better. You can equip them in that 5th strategy slot on your lineup screen. These boosts and changes don't affect head-to-head at all, only solo, so I'm not going to spend too much time covering them because honestly I just don't think they're that important that they don't affect head-to-head gameplay. It's just for solo, so you get those strategy items, you can equip them, but they're not really that good, to be honest, or that important. But when you're in missions, you're actually going to want to go to Ultimate Season, and if you take a look here, there are most feared objectives. Complete these objectives to earn 2 90 overall most feared fantasy packs, 58k XP, and 35,000 coins. Now, Kralo pointed it out, and I will as well. This doesn't mean when you complete all of the objectives, you get 58k XP. It means that there is a total of 58,000 XP to be earned among all of the objectives. Same with the coins. It's just a total of what you can earn by completing everything. These will expire on November 4th, so that's going to be the end of the promo. And the 2 most feared items are probably the most important out there, right? So there's a lot of things to do, and if you take a look, you need to get 360 stars in most feared challenges. That's why I said even though you don't have to play them on more than 1 star, I would still recommend it because you're going to need 360. You have to complete a bunch of sets, pass for yards, you know, basically the traditional statistics and things that you need to kind of grind out. But there is one very important one. If we go all the way to the end, score 2,000 points in house rules. So once you complete all of these objectives, you're going to get a fantasy pack that lets you get 2 more 90s. And again, same thing goes with those. I don't know if they'll have the later release cards in there or if it's only going to be release number 1. I'm going to try to get some clarification, and if I do, I'll probably post it either in another video or in the comments of this one. But house rules, you have to score 2,000 points. There is an active house rules right now, and we will have multiple house rules part of this promo. So this one currently, it's active right now. You can go in and play it, and basically it just says get as many wins as possible and earn your choice of an NCAT 90 overall or an 85 plus overall auctionable / tradable most feared player. So it's one of those cooldown ones where you can only use certain plays 2 times a game, and it goes away after you run the play, and you can only run it, you know, like once every 5 plays, and again only twice per game. I don't think there's any like scores that you have to meet. I think they might be full games, but you do have to get 2,000 points, and there is going to be a house rules from what Kralo explained that is basically going to have, like, you know, more than getting 6 points for a touchdown. The point values for touchdowns and whatever are going to be increased, which will make it easier to get to 2,000 points, which would take normal with regular football rules, right? So if you complete all of those objectives, you get the 290 overalls. Those are going to be auctionable and tradable. So we are now up to 6 90 overall cards for free, 2 of the 6 being auctionable and tradable. And within the house rules, right, you're going to play house rules to knock out those objectives, but also within the house rules, you can earn a 7th 90 overall card. And here are the rewards within house rules. The most important thing you need to know here, you got, you know, wins 3, 6, 9, 12. Those are going to give you some various things, but at 15 wins, that's where you're going to get that choice of another 90 NCAT card or an 85 plus card that you can sell or trade. So just to regroup and recount, we're up to 790 overalls for free, 5 of the 7 being NCAT, 2 of the 7 being cards that you can sell or trade or auction, whatever you want to do, put them into sets. Unless you take the 85 plus option, I would probably still take the 90 NCAT. And that one specifically, I want to point this out one more time. If we look at the 15 win total, if I can get back to it, it does say NCAT RL1, which is release 1. So this one is specific, right, to the release 1, the cards that came out today. Where we're not seeing some of these specifically say release 1 would make me think that you can hang on to that pack and not open it until after release 2 or after release 3, and you're going to get the additional cards or the additional options for the new cards. So I'm going to hang on to all the packs that don't specifically say release 1. Now let's take a look at the sets here. We have some exchange sets. I'm not going to do a ton of deep dive on this. You basically can trade in a bunch of stuff to get a bunch of stuff, right? You can roll up your lower overall cards to get higher overall cards. These usually aren't the greatest, but there is another thing in here for the yard. So if you want to go in and play the yard, it says complete most feared objectives to earn a NCAT 90 overall hero, auctionable boneyard uniform, and an auctionable 90 overall hero. So there are 2 more now. So now we're looking at 9 90 overall cards. I would say what? I think 6 of them being NCAT, 3 of them being auctionable at this point. Now you do have to play the yard and get objectives in there. And the main requirement here is complete all of these objectives in the yard with the most feared helmet equipped. Now, I am going to guess that if I go into the yard store, I can buy that most feared helmet with my cred. I don't know the cost of it. If anybody wants to let me know down below in the comment section, that would be great. I'm sure that you can spend money on it as well. Please don't do that. But I think if most of you have been grinding the game from the start and haven't really spent your cred on anything, you probably have a decent amount. So we'll find that out. We might do another YouTube short video on that to kind of go in there, but I don't want to deep dive on the yard stuff. But it's an additional way to earn more cards. So we're talking like 990 overalls, a lot of free content. Now, within the sets, these are specifically for release 1. If you want to see the attributes on any of these cards, we've broken them down in other videos, but you can find it all on MUT.gg. The 4 champions that we have are Ed Reed. We'll talk about him in a moment. Larry Allen, Jesse Bates, Derrick Henry. The Ed Reed is going to give you a right outside linebacker Ed Reed card, but that card can go into his strong safety power-up. A little confusing. I think it was stupid to do this in the first place. I really don't understand why they did it. Ed Reed and linebacker just doesn't go together. Save that for the out of position promo. But at the end of the day, if you complete this set, you're going to get Ed Reed's power up, you're going to get his right outside linebacker card, and you're going to get your choice of any of the 3 90 overall cards. We'll talk about that in a moment. If you do this set, you can put that right outside linebacker card in his strong safety power-up path, and I'm going to assume that the power-up you get from completing the set is also the strong safety one. I'm hoping they didn't create a separate power-up for right outside linebacker. That's just going to confuse people, and it will be dumb. So the good thing about these sets, right, is that you can put any 3 90 overalls in there, and it's going to give you the champion. In this case, it would be Jesse Bates. You're going to get his power up, and you're going to get any 3 of the 8 90s that came out today back in return. And you know, it's usually a good way to kind of build out your squad, because you're getting this 92 overall, which is a 93 with the power up, and it's a really good card, but you're also getting 3 good 90s in return that you can also power up. You can't put them into additional sets, obviously, but you can put them on your squad. The 90s are going to be Leighton Vander Esch, Shaq Mason, Jonathan Allen, Corey Davis, Xavier Rhodes, Jeremy Chin, Derek Carr, Stephon Tuitt. These are the cards or the choices that you have to get for all these free items we've been talking about the entire video. So good ones out there. Go check out my recommendations in that video we dropped yesterday. More cards are coming. 120 total cards are going to be in this promo, and it's going to be broken down into 3 parts. There's also 2 limiteds in packs right now. We have a Travis Kelce and a JJ Watt. Again, MUT.gg is your best spot for all of the attributes on those cards, and we did drop a video late last night when they were revealed. As far as packs goes, let's just go right to the Most Feared store. We have this is interesting, it's a Most Feared Elite Fantasy Pack for 200 points, but it says step 1 of 4. So let's go ahead and open it, and let's just see what's in here. I'm more curious about what step 1 of 4 means. So Love the animation. That looks pretty great, okay? I don't know if, you know, what my chances are here of getting like a 90 overall, or if those animations are any different, but I'm digging the colors and everything. So we got pick 1 of 1. So this is just 1 round. Pick whatever card you want. I don't think it really matters. We'll just go with Cam Robinson here. That was a $2 pack. So we got an 83 for $2. And now it takes us back to the store, and here we are now at step 2 of 4. So it gives you an additional kind of like bonus pack. You got to spend money on it, but 4 times the value. So it looks like these are offers, and I'm hoping the more you spend, the better the offers get. I hope step 3 of 4 and 4 of 4 get better. You do have basically a week to buy these packs if you want to. I probably will, but I'll open up the other ones on stream or something probably later on. Here are all the bundles here. You got a big boy bundle. You can buy individual packs for 600 points or 36k. You can buy them a small bundle as well here. We got basically a $50 bundle, a $20 bundle, and we have training rerolls. So for 5,500 training, you're going to get yourself a 90 overall most feared player. So we're going to break down the math in a second video coming later today. We're going to figure out, with the cost of current training right now, can we basically build out one of those 92s for really, really cheap, sell the 92, and get the 390s back for like as little coin as possible? We did that with the Campus Heroes promo, the Ultimate Kickoff promo. We're going to do it again for this one. And also there is a reroll pack, 78 plus most feared player. I can confirm directly from EA that the LTDs, the 2 ones that are out right now, are in this pack. So 425 training. If you want to open it up, it's going to give you, a shot at the 90s. I don't think the 92s would be in there, but it's a 78 plus pack. Expect a lot of 78s and 79s in there, but at the end of the day, you might get lucky. You might be able to get the LTD out of there. And I think that covers everything. We went over the sets, the packs, the solos, a lot of stuff. I like the design of this promo. I think some of the cards are solid. The majority of them are not, but I think Release 2 and Release 3 are going to be way, way better, and I think we're going to get some big names, some good attributes, some fun cards. We'll have to see. Let me know how you feel about it. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.